to avoid unnecessary trouble. Every time she went out, she used magic to change her hair and eye color because she absolutely did not want to be found by her Count father. That would completely destroy her chance to pursue her maid dreams. And as it turned out, her concerns were not unfounded. 6 months after her mother died, the Count indeed sent men to search for her whereabouts. The guards kept asking around and eventually tracked her down to the small town she lived in. But thanks to her perfect disguise, they passed right by her. On the road to the capital, she used magic to smooth out all the bumps along the way. This made a blonde-haired man in the same carriage very curious about why the ride was so unusually comfortable today. After arriving safely at the royal capital, the blonde man suggested she check out the Adventurers Guild, since maybe she could find maid-related work there. After carefully looking through the listings, she found a position as a general maid for a noble. A general maid meant doing a little bit of everything, which was exactly what she was looking for. When she arrived at the designated castle and met her employer, she noticed that despite the plain clothes, she was a genuine noble lady through and through. When Rua learned she was applying for the maid job, she immediately pulled her inside to talk. She tried to brew tea for her guest, but had absolutely no life skills. Just watching her struggle with the tea canister made the girl anxious, so she quickly took over the tea brewing herself. Years of maid knowledge told her that water quality was the key to a good brew. She immediately used magic to conjure a pot of pure water. Rua took just one sip and was completely won over by the rich aroma. That was it. She decided on the spot to hire the girl, but the castle was huge and only the two of them lived there. Rua was afraid the girl would be scared off by the heavy workload, so she quickly promised to help out as much as she could. But from the girl's perspective, the more work there was, the better the training opportunity. This unusual way of thinking left Rua completely stunned. Before she could even ask more questions, the girl used magic to summon a full maid uniform. Rua was absolutely amazed. She had no idea magic could be used like that. After changing into her official maid outfit, the girl got straight to work. She looked around the entire estate and quickly identified the most urgent task, which was a full-scale renovation of the building. But doing all of that by herself was going to be extremely difficult. Yet she only paused for a moment before coming up with a solution: the shadow clone technique.